Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Not So Retired with Chuck and Judy. Well, I know some of you have probably been thinking, boy, he never finishes anything. It's just priorities change around here so much, so fast. There's just so many things that need to be done. I still have a lot more firewood that needs to be cut before next winter. It needs to be cut and starting to dry. I'm cutting a lot of dead stuff that's already probably dry enough to burn. But today is a crappy day, and I'm going to be inside here working on the catwalk again. It's probably been, darn near a month since I've worked on it. At least 3 weeks, maybe more. So, back to work on that. I actually did one thing. Haven't turned the cameras on yet till just now, but I went ahead, put a ledge board up on there. You can see where the clamp is there. I've got all those, basically, they're about 42-inch boards to go across there. You can see I've got some in that closet area up there. Right here. There's one more to go down there, but I don't have the end board on that side, the 2x12 on that side yet, on full length. So I guess you can see it from over here. See there, it's missing right there. So I got to get that one across before I can put that last one across there. But meanwhile, I've got some to go across here. You can see I put spacers for drywall nailers in between there and left spacers right where the board's got to come across. But on this end over here, it had just been butted into the long 2x12 and able to fall. So I went ahead and screwed this 2x4 up there, temporary, so that I can lay those in there. That'll lay on top of that wall there and on top of this ledge here. And then I can nail them through here, nail them through there, and then we'll put the joist hangers on all of them after I get them all in. And we can start getting some OSB glued and screwed on top. Well, actually, no, not after that. There's something else got to be done before that. Once I get all those joist hangers going across here, I've got to put verticals from here going up to the rafters, because there's going to be a vertical wall from that 2x12 on up. So that will, I don't know if you can tell, it's probably a weird angle I'm holding the camera at here. But let me get off to the side here, see if I can explain a little better here. So, right there is where the edge of that catwalk goes back. I'm going to put vertical 2x4s from there going up, so there's going to be a vertical wall right there. This board right here is just a temporary handrail support. Same with this, and there's going to be another one down here where I have a temporary hand railing around there for while I'm putting the flooring on and stuff. But this here will be a permanent wall across there, across and over. But today it's concentrating on the 2x12 joists going across there, and then joist hangers on them, and then the vertical wall, and then the flooring. Okay, I've got to transfer some distances from these spaces over here onto this side. So, I guess I better get my ladder over here a little farther. Make sure I'm correct here. Boy, it looks terrible looking out these windows. I've got such tall weeds growing out there. There's just sometimes it's a little overwhelming with the number of different projects you need to be working on. I've got to finish. I dug a trench out there for burying my 6-inch drain pipe for the gutters to run into, and I just started. I got that dug last year and never got the drain pipes in or anything. So I got to kind of redig it a little bit, and then I'm not sure if a 6-inch drain pipe's going to be big enough because it's such a darn big roof and steep and everything. It's going to be a lot of water coming down all at once. Okay, there's that. This is a little smaller than 16 there, but it is what it is. That had to go at that corner there, so actually I had to go at this side of the walkway. I'll get my drill motor, drill me some holes. Whoops. What am I thinking? I got to drill the holes from the inside out. Then, if you drill them from the inside out, you know darn well you're going to hit the middle of the board, because your mark for your hole is right on the center line. Whereas if you drill them from the outside and you slant a little bit, you can actually go outside of the board. So put your holes on the inside, mark your holes on the inside right on the center. Drill them to the outside. It doesn't matter if your hole's on a slant or not. You're still going to hit the board at the center. Even if it's on a little bit of a slant, it'll still stay in there. Catch this last one. Last all except for that one down in the closet there, and I got to put a sideboard on yet. Okay. Okay, guys, got you repositioned here, right next to the parts for the mystery project. Stay tuned for that one. Well, guys, thought the camera was turned on. Just got these screwed on this side. It was turned on for part of it, but not all of it. Now I got to go over to that other side over there and get those done. Some of them have actually lifted up in the air when I tightened it because this outside board was cupped a little bit. So they're lifted. So I'm going to have to pull them down tight before I can screw them in there. But that's what's going to be happening. Okay, guys, I'm back up from visiting with my granddaughter and my wife and having a little bite to eat. And there's something else that I need to take care of here that I had pointed out to you guys in a different video. But this stud right here, when I was putting the wall together, they're on 16-inch center, so you got 14 and a half between them, right? Well, not in this case. This one is only 13. And it's an inch and a half. It's an inch and a half too small here, and an inch and a half too big here. It's 2x4. I put it on the wrong side of the line. There was a line here, and I set it on this side instead of that side. It needs to go right here. So I got to knock that over an inch and a half. I'm going to try to just knock it over and get it screwed in at this location so it'll be on 16-inch centers for the drywall instead of slanting as it goes up. So we'll try to fix that as long as we're in the area here doing other things. If it doesn't want to knock over, I'll have to take a sawzall to it, and you lose a 1/16 of an inch of wood up there, but we'll see how it works. There we go, right there. Portia, be quiet. That'll work. I may end up putting a block on either side of it on the bottom side or something just to reassure everything, reinforce everything. one's definitely lifted up in the air. So I'll start the screws and then pull it down. Yeah, I can see through the crack in here when it's tight. And now it's tight. Yep, it's also plumb. On this side, all those 2x12s are going to rest on top of this wall, so they don't need joist hangers on this side. That side, they just rest on top of that temporary 2x4. And we got that pulled out of there, so I got to put joist hangers on the other side. This one is also up in the air. I can see daylight through the crack under there. I'll go ahead and start these screws like I did on the other one. I think I might have to move my ladder over. Kind of hard to twist sideways like this and work left-handed and pull the joist down where it needs to be and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch. I'll pull it down and there we go. It's down. Whoop, shoot. Darn it. Well, there goes a driver bit. Hopefully that's the only thing bad.